Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Guys, as you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button and please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And please make sure you hit that share button as well. Share the live stream, share the live stream, share it to your family and friend, and also hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Care Culture Radio. Hey, Jordan, how's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Jordan Hakeem. What's happening? What is cracking?
What's good, y'all? What's good, man? Just having another great year, another great Friday, y'all. Really pumped up. Let's go. Let's get it. How you feel, Hakeem?
I feel blessed. I just feel
All right.
blessed.
Like always, Jordan, go ahead and do your thing.
What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Good to see you guys. Good y'all see coming up in the chat. As we do, we always got an interesting topic for you guys. And today's topic, we're gonna hit on the celebrity side. We're gonna talk about Tyrese, the celebrity star, the Fast and Furious star, Tyrese Gibson. So apparently, he is suing Home Depot for $1 million for alleged discrimination and also racial profiling. In the lawsuit, this was reviewed by the Times on Friday. The actor alerts he and craftsman Eric Mora and Manuel Hernandez experienced outrageous discrimination, treatment, and consumed racial profiling firsthand at a Home Depot store West Hill, which is in here in California. Tyrese is black, and Erica and Manuel there are both Hispanic Americans. The core of the lawsuit was a February 11 incident, which Home Depot clerk allegedly purposely interfered with and refused to process a transaction for Gibson's and two other people as well. According to the legal documents, Tyrese and the two associates were purchasing items from Improvement, Home Depot, home improvement process from Home Depot, but the checkout process took longer due to a glitch in the system. Um, while the employees was rescanning the items, fans began to notice, Tyrese at the store, who stepped out the store to avoid, creating a disturbance. The lawsuit says Gibson informed the employee that uh, Erica and Manuel would complete the purchase with a credit card. The cashier announced Gibson and said, and the cashier announced Gibson and said he understood. Also, the lawsuit says Gibson asked the cashier if the cashier needed anything further from him to complete the transaction. The cashier said no, and that Tyrese could leave. After Tyrese left, the cashier refused to complete the transaction. Despite Tyrese again authorizing to trash and doing FaceTime, which we have a video we can show you guys that he did a call. The document says Tyrese returned to the store and completed the transaction only after a heated discussion with the cashier. The lawsuit says the actor also asked to speak with the store manager, who allegedly refused to speak with Tyrese in person. This is clear instance, and this is believed this was discriminating mistreatment, consumed, and also racial profiling. The lawsuit says the treatment Tyrese and the Erica and Manuel by the Home Depot was feeling. They felt, humiliated and demeaning. The lawsuit alerts, Home Depot violate the Unruly Civil Rights Act, under which all persons within the jurisdiction of the state are entitled to a full, equal advantage, facilities, privileges, services, and all businesses and settlements or every kind of whoever. Tyree's lawsuit also claims the Home Depot employees were unfit to perform the work for which they were hired, and were unfit that they hired. Representative from Home Depot told the Time in a statement, diversity and respect for all people are core of who they are, and we do not do tolerate discrimination in any form. So, needless to say, we got two videos we're gonna show you guys, and which happened at the store where Tyrese was at, and after that we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Akeem.
Can you please include that information? I was just there. I just walked. I was just in your store, ma'am. If you're going to talk to your manager, tell your manager the truth. I was just in the store. and I gave my guys my credit card in front of your staff and team member, and I walked off. Don't say that I'm not there with no ID. You can pull up the cameras. I was there 5 minutes ago. This is completely unnecessary, what you're doing right now. I'm not answering what? Man, should I have the CEO of Home Depot to call you tomorrow? Because he's my neighbor. And he let me leave. So then, as I left, sir, they're now here to finish the transaction because irregardless of who I am, I don't like getting attention. And I just started seeing people looking, and I was like, let me go ahead and work my way out. They've been coming here and working with me. They work with me. I don't treat anybody less than. I treat everybody with respect. They've been working with me for 10 years. I have not been in this store in probably 6 years. So I'm asking the supervisor, who won't give me her last name, what is the store policy that you have in place that you're supposed to implement where I'm able to scan 2 candy bars and walk outside without my ID and without paying for it? And he let me leave. And I'm calling you on FaceTime to say if you have an ID problem and I don't have a pro account, you're looking at me on FaceTime and I'm telling you it's me. And then you're saying the policy is I got to come in here and show my ID. So why did your coworker let me leave with 2 candy bars with no ID and I didn't swipe a credit card? If that's your policy, that's what I'm asking. If that's your policy, I'm asking you. I don't work here. I'm asking you, what is your policy? This is a reflection of you. Because you're the cashier supervisor and then you called your boss to get to the bottom of what's happening. So I'm asking you, as the boss of the cashiers, why did somebody on your team and staff look at me, grab the scanner out of my hand? It was over here. We gave it to him. It was like, hey man, here. He reached over the wood and the doors and went bloop, bloop, bloop. And I said, hey man, they're going to take care of the transaction. They got it. I'm out. You're being a racist. And that's the truth. I don't have a racist bone in my body. And you know you got that racist energy all over you because you're not even willing to apologize, fix it, and point out the inconsistencies of what you know and your training and what the policies are. You're wrong. You're wrong, and I want your full name, and I'm going to reach out to the people who own this place, who is the CEO of Home Depot is my neighbor in Atlanta. Okay? So you don't have to give me your name. I'll figure it out. This is wrong. And people should not be treated this way. And if you got a policy and you reflect the policy of this place, then the policy should be consistent with everybody that works here. Okay? You don't care, right? Because you don't. He cares. That's why he came out. You're wrong. And I came here to tell you you're wrong, and you're not even willing to apologize. Your co-star and co-worker seen me, identified me without ID. He was like, all right, cool. I said, yo, man, they going to take care of everything. I gave him my credit card, and I walked out. Is that the policy?
Right on. Right on. That's how you're supposed to handle it. That's right on. Right.
So there you go. You show your video, so you know what happened there, Tyrese, in that situation. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys, Ronnie. Do you feel like Tyrese is in the right to sue, or you think he's taking this too far?
No, that's right. To be honest, I don't think because like he said, the CEO is his neighbor. But right on, man. I ain't gonna lie. I love to see something. You see, it wasn't crazy. He didn't curse her out. It was very respectful. And I'm not gonna lie. We see videos after video of people literally walking in the store, grabbing something, and literally walk out, and they don't address any of that. It seems like when it's people of our kind, our color, it seems like it's always an issue. But what about that white guy that took something and walked out of the store? It seems like they don't address the situation. So in my case, I don't think he should sue for discrimination. I think it was just a cashier. Probably at the end that she knew who he was. I think she knew who he was. So I think she just wanted that clout, wanted the fame. That trust me, it is what it is. Cause come on, everybody know who Tyrese. Come on, everybody know who Tyrese is. But at the same time, I think the cashier manager, I think she handled this very wrong, very inconsiderate. Because at the same time, he was trying to be more. To be honest, he was very respectful. That's what I say. Right on, he was very respectful. I don't think he was out of pocket. He didn't do anything wrong, but he said, "Hey, I forgot something, but look, I gave somebody my information." And look, prime example, the other guy came and gave him some form of assistance. So I think she was doing it at the end of the day for clout and for fame, but it doesn't look good. I think she gonna be end up getting terminated. But I don't think he should sue. I don't think he should sue. But I think Home Depot need to be better with their customer service because their customer service skills do suck. I promise you. I went there the other day to go on the Home Depot to ask about certain thing. It seemed like nobody like, huh? So I think they need to work on their customer service. Go ahead, King. Your take on.
Thank you, brothers, and I love that you said the lawsuit. The lawsuit is a frivolous lawsuit, to be honest with you. I know what racial profiling is, and I don't think that's it. I think there was a miscommunication, and I don't think I've been a cashier before at certain places. If they do an amount for a certain amount, you need ID. Who knows how much the amount is? I'm not trying to say what they was doing, but some things are just not worth it to take to that level. For $1 million, and you know what I mean, some people are assholes, and some people need to look at it from a point. And then you got two Hispanic people with you. If he walked out and they're not letting the Hispanic people, because they're Hispanic, what are you saying is racist about the whole situation? It had to be a protocol. Just because the other cashier let you walk out, yeah, he know you Tyrese. Just because you Tyrese don't mean you could just walk out and do what you want. And I want people to understand that we know what profiling is. Let's be real about it. I don't want you to exercise your stardom and say, I don't care if you live next door to Home Depot. You can't walk out with 2 candy bars. And then you're going to throw somebody under the bus who really need their job. I want us to be careful. And I want people to look at me. I want us to be careful on what we call racial profiling and what we call racist. Please, Lord Jesus. There's instances where it is, and there's instances where somebody just being an asshole. If we use and pull that card too much, a lot of people are going to start to say he's crying. Shout outs to Sherry Bryant, shout outs to Sky, shout outs to Happy. Go ahead, brothers.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a good point. I think Tyrese, he's to me, he's taking it too far with with the lawsuit. Especially if you know the neighbor. Why would you sue somebody that's your neighbor? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to be big drop. But for me, Home Depot everywhere, I think their customer service is really not that good. And for the lady, she didn't do any like really good or proper customer service. What she was supposed to do and everything because she could have said, "Hey, sir, I apologize. It's my fault on it. I'll take it very well. I'll take care of you. If not, I'll get my manager, and then he'll take care. He'll take care of things, whatever you take care of." But yeah, I think the lady she handled it wrong. But I don't think I didn't feel any type of racial profiling or harassment or anything. To me that was a little bit too far. I think for me, Tyrese, he whines a lot and he cries a lot, and we've seen that a lot. And I feel like I ain't gonna lie, what he did, like talk to the lady, was fine, but kind of pushing it over the board and trying to sue, Home Depot because what happened with racial profiling and everything. To me, you don't have to do that. If the CEO is your neighbor, you should talk to your neighbor and say, hey, if you get a chance to talk about, hey, I went to one of your stores and I experienced, the customer service wasn't really that well when I went in there. I kind of felt disrespected in a way. To me, like I said, racial profiling, that's a little bit too far. but I didn't felt like I was treated as a well customer. I left my credit card to the people that know me, and if they have any problems, they could have said, hey, hey, they could have the two people that had a credit card say, hey, Tyrese, I know you gave me the credit card, but they're not having it and everything, even though you're celebrities, because some people, they'll some stores or anywhere stores you go, they'll kind of let it slide. Or some stores like this Home Depot, they probably won't let it slide, because even though you might be a celebrity, you say, hey, they might treat you as you're an average person, and you still probably need your ID, and just to be clear and everything. Not that you can go freely and everything. Even though he called on the on the video, on the phone and everything. To me, like I said, the lady kind of took us too far. She could have addressed the situation a little bit better, but instead she just let it go further, and then that's where Tyrese had to come back and and really went off and everything. But yeah, I think Tyrese taking it a little bit too far, everything. I mean, there's any place you're gonna experience bad customer service and everything. And if you experience bad customer service in the body, put it on Google Maps or put it on Yelp. Or like you said, Tyrese, talk to your CEO that and say, hey, I experienced this problems, customer service is not pretty good. And if that's the case, maybe the CEO, will trying to, trying to invest in making it Home Depot customer service a little bit better, a little bit stronger. So situations won't happen again. Have it again to customers, not just Black Hispanics, but any type of customers and everything. But yeah, I think Tyrese took a little bit too far about suing. I think him just doing that. Maybe he don't need a clout, but just to put a company up like that again, just to show yourself you think you experience racism, which I think you're not. You're clearly not at the store. I think he's taking that a little bit too far. And and like I said, you be seeing a lot of stuff with Tyrese, been whining about small things and then put it out on the internet and on social media and everything. And he'll just, talk about it, whining and whining about it and all that type of things. And I noticed that a lot about Tyrese and everything. But yeah, to me, suing Home people, that's a little bit too far. Talk to your the CEO about it, and hopefully he can address the situation.
No, but the thing is, I can't start reading the question. Yeah, man, shout out to Gore, man.
Shout outs to Gore.
Happy, you guys, man. I really appreciate you guys. You understand? And just hear me out, man. You guys and Sherry Bryan, Kendall, and those are also watching us on Instagram and also on Facebook as well. Shout out to you guys for always being here. We really do greatly, greatly appreciate the support. Now, on the aspect of Tyree, let's keep it honest. Let's flip it. They say if The Rock was the one to walk out of there with 2 candy bars, would he got stopped? No.
No, because he's a bigger star, and
Yeah, he's a man.
and also his personality is a little bit more different than The Rock, because The Rock, he doesn't whine or complain a lot, and he's more of a loving and caring. Tyrese, he's a little bit more different side. But go ahead, Ronnie.
No, but I'm gonna say this point, Hakeem. I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna let you rock. But the only reason why I mentioned The Rock is because it is profiling. You pick and choose who you want to stop. Cause like I gave a good example. What happened was The Rock in that situation. I say no, he's not gonna get stopped because you know why? He's more liked. He's more a favorite. No, The Rock do eat candy bars. Matter of fact, he said it himself. You can look at his video blog. He went back to the store he used to steal candy bars from at a 7-Eleven and Hollywood. Yeah, you were right.
No, he has cheat meals now. He does have little cheat meals here and there. Just to let y'all know.
He did, exactly. He do. So, but my thing is they pick and choose who they want to stop, and I think that's why I say it is a policy issue, yes. But at the same time, so many people in these customer service do pick and choose. Go ahead, Hakeem.
No, definitely. I want to comment and say this, because Gore mentioned something earlier that I want to highlight, which I think is important. He said, and Sherry Bryant says the same thing. I spend much time at Home Depot and Lowe's, and I would like to admit my future list of future projects around the house never ends. I think the issue is overblown. We go to Home Depot regularly here. I've never had an issue going in there. And one thing I want to point out, and I want a lot of people to notice this, whenever there's a certain amount that's over a certain amount, I've seen people get carded for that. Who knows? It could have been a $5,000 amount. He's not there. It's two Hispanic guys there. What you think's going to happen? Also, too, we living in a day and age where fraud is very prevalent. People are going to follow certain procedures that in. If there's a particular store, and I'm not trying to say this, I'm just trying to put into the mindset of certain people why there's certain things you might go into a place and don't know. If there's been fraud hitting a certain place, people are going to implement a new strategy to try to combat that. I ordered at Subway today. They had called me and say, "Did you really make an order?" And I'm going to get mad and say, "You're racial profiling me. I'm Haitian." What you mean? I did order a Subway. No.
Yeah, that's true. You're right about that. There's some stores and areas in fraud, and also, with your it's fraud is so big. Even with your credit card company or the debit card company, Chase Bank, Capital One, whatever. When you make a snapshot amount of a purchase from somewhere, they're gonna text you or send you a message that, hey, did you make this purchase? If it's like maybe $150 or two, maybe I'll say 150 or $200 or more than that, because usually, your credit card company or your bank will let you know and everything if you make this type of fraud or anything. And with other stores, there's some stores, and that's some in specific areas they might hit that type of store, with fraud with maybe gift cards or unrecognized debit or credit card, and they just be hitting on everything. But my thing is that was so, the manager, if the manager should have come and said something like that, say, hey, I know it didn't work out okay, but in the last couple of weeks we've been experiencing, you know, you know, um, unsuccessful deaths and all type of things that happened in our store lately. And if that was the case, I feel like, the manager should have said something about that, but he didn't say anything about that.
But let's be honest, these companies care about like a $2, $3 candy bar. No, man, they don't. And even that, people fail to understand, when someone grabs something and walk out of the store without them purchase for it, it goes at unknown strength. It's unknown trade. It's a quote unquote company loss. At the end of the year, they get that money back in taxes. That's why they don't really care. That's why they don't really, it's hard to say. That's why they don't really care. A lot of people are like, oh, we need to stop them. They literally right now they're allowing people to go to Nike's outlet store, walking out, especially in your city, Jordan, LA. Literally go to a Nike outlet, wipe the whole shelf out, walk out, and the security guard doesn't do anything. They don't stop them. They're like, oh, okay, you need some help. You need a bag with that, because they know at the end of the day the company gonna get that in reimbursement at the end of the year. But I'm in Tyrese for like I guarantee you, because he said he walked out with 2 candy bars. It probably was a sneaker anyway, because he looked like he was hungry. That's why he could probably round up to be like what, like on 325. He didn't walk out with a freaking hammer or anything. It's just like 2 candy bars. Like, come on, bro.
Trust me.
Yeah, it was an impulse buy, and how Tyrese, he got caught by this.
Yeah.
Hey, candy is an impulse buy. You grab it, you pay, you go.
Unknown strength. They do get money back. Trust me. I know. I work in retail, so yeah.
Me too. Ronnie's right about that. There's certain stores or whatever, they do get their money back.
Especially Amazon. Amazon get a lot of money back at the end of the year. That's why they don't. They say, okay, go ahead, keep the merchandise. They don't.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
See, even Ken Dog agree. Fact, like people that work in retail business, they'll tell you that. Yeah, they do get it back. Go ahead, Hiking.
No, definitely. Y'all all saying great points, and I just think that that's why I say and Mean Streets, you're right. Tyrese may have been just embarrassed. I could think that too, but I also think he think his notoriety deemed him to do whatever he wants. Don't care how famous you are. You still got to follow the way. No, man, stay with your people and cash that order in. I bet you if he was still dead, we wouldn't be talking about this. That's why I said we have to be careful as people of color and as people from other races to identify what's being racist or what's people following procedures. Because the thing about this, you want to try to have a dog in this fight, let it be for something serious and not something that is frivolous. Because I look at this and I'm saying, you going to go through all of this for what, bro? You got to pay lawyers. You got to do this. Regardless if you in there and your fans is there, you still got a transaction to cover. But now you putting this thing, you embarrassed the girl, somebody's filming. I would understand if she really blamed you did something and oh this and that. But sometimes I also give you this point. If they're giving you such a hard time, return everything, just go somewhere else. It's that simple, right? Return everything, go somewhere else. When I go to a place I don't feel comfortable, I just say, oh, I'm not going to buy no more. And they say, hey, is everything okay? No, I'm okay. They'll get the drip. I'll just go up the block and just go spend my money. I don't got to stay there. If it was just that serious, you control your dollars. You can go anywhere you want to go. Go where you're treated best.
Yeah, and usually celebrities, they want to, when they go shopping, they want to keep a low profile. That's why you sometimes they see them wear like regular clothes. They might have glasses on while they in there and having a hat, so they keep a low profile, so they can just, shop regular and just don't want, really don't want to be disturbed, and do what they do, shop and get out of there. And for Tyrese, to me, like I said, I think he took it a little bit too far, and and to go on with their racial profiling and everything. That to me, that was a little bit too extreme, and really try to sue and everything. Just really try to make a scene and to have have a little bit of clout, have some clout that he have, and just put it on have it on social media and say, hey, this is how they treat black people. This is what they treat black people at Home Depot. This is why I'm suing because of race profiling. And this is also as a black man, but. Me, like I said, that's to me, he took it too far. And, if you had a problem, you should have kept it low profile and fix it. But, just to sue Home Depot and think you're going to win, which I don't think so. I think he going to drop it immediately. I think that was a little bit too far.
Hey, look, Main Street, look, that's what I'm saying. Everywhere you go, like the theft issue has been increasing for a long period of time. So that's why I say I understand why companies now are being very hostile and very strong when it comes to people walking out with like small little merchandise and small little things. So like Tyrese, he should know. To me, he should know. He be in Beverly Hills. He should know what's going on and why they acting a certain way. It's because the simple fact is that people coming in, they're grabbing it and they're walking right out. So the company themselves are being careful. Now, if you ask me, do Tyrese whine and complain? He been whining and complaining for a very long time, ever since that baby, baby mama issue. So that's been going on with Tyrese for God knows what, like for a year and a half now. So that's why I say I get why he's upset, because it seems like everything he does, it seems like it's always turned for the worse. Go ahead.
And also his famous quote that everybody's he be crying about as what more do you want from me? Go ahead.
No, definitely. It says if businesses got reimbursed for shrink, they would have spent $1 on asset protection, and it would have been rifle with abuse. We would have written everything off as shrink. LOL. I 100% agree. But one thing I want to mention, and I want Gore to answer this question for me and see if I'm right on this one. Maybe he should have picked better. That is true. He should have picked better as far as a woman. What if Tyrese had a pro account at Home Depot? Do you think we'll be talking about this right now?
What is a pro account?
A pro account at Home Depot, you can have a business pro account where you are able to buy everything on the pro account. They have somebody there helping you. You can get it. You can call and order stuff. Tell your name on the pro account. They charge it. Pull the item. And I want Gore to answer that for me. Why didn't he have a pro account? I seen people, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things you could stop yourself from getting into this point where you're having issues. Not only that, if you're making that much money, why you going to there physically? Why you don't have an assistant that has a separate account that you can go in and handle this stuff for you?
But how can some people want to be human? Not everybody want to have an assistant, go to the grocery store for them. Some people literally want to be like Regular people. Hey, I want to go to Home Depot. I don't need to tell my sister to go for me. I want to go.
Yeah. There was time, back when he was like, the great Michael Jackson, even though he was a super duper star, a mega star, there was times he said, hey, I want to be like Aris, goes and go shopping. I remember one time with Michael Jackson, he wanted to go shopping at the store one time. So what they did was they closed down I guess they closed down the store, a grocery store for like an hour or two. This I think was around like 11 or midnight and everything. And then, I think they had people, co-workers there acting like they were shopping and everything. And they had him shopping, for like an hour or two, like he was regular shopping and everything, to me, that's for like for mega stars, like, like a Drake or Jay-Z or Beyonce. But for really like a Tyrese, even though, he's a star, and the thing is, he lives like in a suburban of LA. So he doesn't like really live in the city like that. So he live in like a suburban area, which a lot of celebrities do and everything. And for him just to go into the store and just doing the shopping, even though maybe some couple people might notice you or anything, they're not running to him and say, "Hey, can I get your autograph?" Something like that. Because if that was the case, he would have said something like that. But but Tyrese, like I said, to me, I think he took it a little bit too far because he went out and to sue and let them know how terrible Home Depot customer service is and how they be racially profiling black people.
Yeah, I can let me address. But now, just hear me out. I'm not. Of course, I'm not gonna debate actual accountant. Your actual accountant. What I'm saying is, me working for retail and Jordan and Kendall himself, we've been working in retail for a very long time. There's a part in the tax code, you probably already aware of it, where they do cover certain laws, especially when it comes to businesses. If that is not the case, a lot of business right now would have been out of business. I'm talking about Walmart, Walgreens, Nikes, all those will be out of business because of the same fact they know that at the end of the year they're gonna be incentivized for whatever's been lost. That's why right now they're trying to do proper causes to try to stop theft because theft right now is over. I think over like three to over $5 billion a year per company. That's what I'm saying. I do research on this. I'm telling you, I'm not. Of course, I'm not going to debate an account that you ask your account. You see numbers all the time, but I also see numbers as well. And Jordan too, we see numbers on a constant basis because we work in the retail industry, so we actually see it. But at the same time, these companies are working very hard to stop theft from happening. That's why the situation with Tyree, it doesn't surprise me because they're tired of people walking out of the grocery store with small little things because the small little things at the end of the year add up. And not only that, but there's people like Donald Trump who take advantage of the tax code, and that's why he's always in trouble. Right now, he's in trouble for tax. Well, I think for tax laundering in New York, that would say they do it all the time. It's just the whole system is corrupt. I say that. Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say this. You see. I don't know. You guys have it like in Miami. I know here in Los Angeles, California. I know stores like Walgreens, especially in the city. Walgreens, Target, CVS. They had a huge theft of people stealing laundry detergent and everything. So what they did this year, they started to put in a glass seal to all the detergents and everything, and you have to push a button to order for the employees to come so you can take the laundry detergent out. So yeah, especially in my store that I work at and other stores around Los Angeles, they really liking the laundry detergent because there's a big theft of people selling laundry detergent. It lost a whole lot of money. So this year it's like, okay, we got to seal it up, and then anybody want it, we got to let push the button. The employee will come and will open it up with a key, and then you hand it to you.
No, definitely. Um, I just, what I mean, I just say that there's so much going on, and let me just hear me out. Say you can deduct it as an expense, but it's not a reimbursement. Um, right there, if they're going to get their money back as a full reimbursement, that's why bother locking anything up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is correct.
that's true. I'm saying, and just hear me out is a certified accountant. That
So,
he is certified. That he's not bull crapping. Go ahead, Hakeem.
yeah, so Tyrese, I don't want Tyrese think he's going to be like he's like a civil rights person now or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's the like that's the way he's talking. Like, oh, it's $1 million lawsuit, and I'm gonna do this. And fam, it's not that serious. People go through worse shit and they don't sue. They just want to go home and not think about this. But the thing is, you're gonna waste your time and media coverage for this. I love you, my brother, but I don't think this is necessary to put this when we got other things that's going on that is more serious. You know what I mean?
That's true, and to me, we talked about this earlier this month. How like how he's paid too much child support, from his ex-wife and everything, and especially in Georgia, how he's paying too much. Which I do agree that, well, at the time, like I said, I think he's paying too much and everything. But for him, I agree with you, Hakeem, about him trying to be like a I don't know, civil rights activist or something like that, because it don't work for Tyrese. Because with Tyrese, he just complains and whines too much, and to me, he's not trying to find a solution on how to fix it. It's just more complaining and whining, which a lot of people don't like to see. Men or women don't like to see a man whining and complaining, especially from Tyrese Gibson, who's a star.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That was say. When I see Tyrese going around talking about he gonna sue, I'm like, Tyrese, you already complaining about paying your lawyer's fee, and then now you trying to go to court again.
Come on, man.
Exactly. He just was complaining to the judge the other day, like, yo, I gotta pay this in child support, I gotta pay this in child support, and my lawyer's fee, and now you trying to go to court again. That junk is crazy. No, just hear me out. Also, I appreciate you too, because to me, I love money talk. When it comes to money talk, I'm all ears because I always want to learn new things, especially for my actual accountant. So that's just me. But back to the subject at hand. Hakeem and Jordan. If let's say, for example, let's say if Tyrese do go to court, do you think of him winning?
He's not gonna win. They're gonna throw the case out.
Nope.
That's not no racial profiling. That's the crazy thing about it. It's a waste of tax dollars.
It is.
You doing all this for what, man? It's people really going through that. That girl didn't. You can't charge your credit. You're not there with the ID. If it's a $4,000 charge, you need ID. That's the crazy shit about that. Everybody know that in America. Don't matter where you at. They even IDing you for $5. It's fraud out here. Give a F who you is.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is about it, he called her Karen, but the thing is, I didn't see any type of Karen tactic that she was doing. She was just being silent and ignoring her. Because usually a Karen, she'd be loud and and about, and try to call the cops and all that type of thing.
Yeah.
Which she did not do. She did not do that. So to me, Tyrese, to me, sometimes he takes shit to the extreme, which is, to me, is unnecessary. It is completely unnecessary. Anything that happens to him, he got to cry about it, and it's sometimes if he got to cry so much about it, he got to record it. Say, hey, you see what they do to me as a black man in Hollywood? All this money, and this is how they do me. This is how they do me. This is unacceptable. I'm a black man who's trying to shop here as an American citizen black man to do what I do.
Come on, dude. Like, that's crazy, bro. It's more serious stuff going on there. Hawaii's burning down. You right here talking about Home Depot.
Exactly.
1,000 people is missing in the water.
Shout out to Just Hear Me Out for making the post.
Yeah, shout out to Just Hear Me Out
on Instagram. We appreciate that.
We appreciate that. Shout outs to Hawaii, Maui. I pray for y'all. It's 1,000 Polynesians missing in Japanese. But we have to come here and talk about $1 million for racial discrimination. When I looked at the lady, listen, I looked at the video so many times. The lady he said, you have all this racist energy. The lady was just standing there. Come on, dude, bro. We got serious stuff going on here. I love you, my brother. I love you, but bro, let's be for real.
I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, I can't laugh.
No, dog, because here's the thing, though. I tell people this, I be in certain spaces. I've lived and I always tell people this all the time. I've been in Maine, Vermont, and all these other places. There's certain things that could be identified as, okay, they being prejudiced against you. Then there's certain things that people just got to follow standard protocols. I don't want us to pull this card when it's not need to be pulled. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's the thing. I've lived in Boston for over 11 years. You know when somebody's acting like a dick, or he say, "No, you can't get it because it is." Okay, no problem.
You know what he is, Hakeem? He's a baby boy.
Yeah, baby boy. Yeah,
he's a baby boy. He's playing the baby boy. He played 2001. He's playing it now. He's a real life of the baby boy. He's a baby boy. What she say?
She said some woman seriously hurt him, and he's reflecting just on that.
I'm saying he's hurt.
Yeah, he is hurt.
Probably from his ex-wife.
Yeah, he was crying. He's hurt. Remember, he said he had to pay child support plus the lawyer's fee. That's why he was upset. And now he want to go to court again. I'm like, dude, you know how much court is?
But listen here. This is where I'm gonna agree with Sugar Bum. He should have chose better. Now let's think about this for an example. If you already had an issue with your first baby mama, your first wife, you paying child support for that. Now she left you. I'm starting to think, who the problem?
No, he's the problem. Remember, all the women say he's the problem. He's a control freak.
This woman left you. That woman left you. Yeah. You're not even comfortable to deal with in public, homie. You're not comfortable to deal with in public. And now we're talking about $1 million lawsuit.
Yeah, he want that money. $1 million lawsuit.
Hey, Hakeem, it's bad with his females. Hey, I just sent you a video. This is old, but we'll just show you how Tyrese is with his current girlfriend, right? This is his current girlfriend right now. this was a couple months ago, but we want to show you guys how he is with his current girlfriend. Even though it might change, but I just have a feeling that the current girlfriend he had right now it's not going to work, and I feel like he's putting his hurt in different relationships, and it's not getting resolved. But how can I do? If you get a chance, play that video.
Yeah, I'm playing right now.
Okay.
And this is where we got to say to our brother, Tyrese, we love you, my brother. You need therapy. You don't need to be in no relationship.
I agree.
This not the time to be in no relationship. You already had 2 failed marriages. It's time for you to sit down.
No, but you gotta understand something, Hakeem. A lot of people are using this race card as a way of excuse to take people to court and to come out big. That's what's happening here. Anything that happened, they're a racist. 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 They keep saying racist. Go ahead.
Shout out to Sevelin Muhammad. I love you, my brother.
How did we meet? I slid in the DMs.
Yeah.
We linked up.
He wasn't my type at all. My type was actually Paul Walker.
Oh, wow.
But he wasn't my type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
touch me.
Paul and every Fast and Furious.
Don't touch me.
And even when I met him, I was like, he's kind of old.
That's sad.
I just like his smile. It's pretty cool.
This went
his
really
personality,
bad.
His personality.
This just went really bad, really fast.
His personality was okay, but
I'm getting off live. You wanted the homie. You didn't want me.
I wanted the homie. I just said he was cuter.
You said I'm old.
You know all this already. I wasn't your type either, so relax. And so now we're here. It's like an actual, somewhat of a love story, which is crazy because I didn't know that Yeah.
She's there for the bag.
No.
No, don't touch me.
Don't put on.
See, any real man would have said, "Hey, yo, if she's picking a guy who's, especially Paul Walker, God bless his soul, that he's passed, I would have moved on." But they still together right now. For
Shout out
what?
to Kingish.
Shout out to English. Yes. Shout out to
Nice.
Nidus as well. And but yes, a man was like, "Hey, okay, if you want to say it like that, okay, you can't be disrespecting like that. You got to go." Right now, still currently in a relationship with the woman.
Yeah, shout out to Nidus, man. Shout out to Nidus, man. That dude is funny. Hey, hello, Brownie, what's happening, sweetheart? What's happening? No, but prime example, Jordan. You can see that clip. That one telling you, it's funny. He's dealing with pain, man. That's a pain man walking. He's ready
Yep.
to. Oh, go ahead.
Look what Gore said. Gore said, just hear me out. We're averaging 1 to 2 truck break-ins for tools, generators in San Francisco. This is the new normal. I can only imagine how much worse retails have it. It's real.
It is real. It's real. That's why I say what I said when I was talking when me and Just Hit Me Out and Jordan was having that conversation, and also you all came about the losses that a lot of these companies are facing. That's why they tired.
I just Googled Home Depot. There's a bunch of articles of shoplifting. There's already videos on TikTok and and YouTube of people walking out, pushing carts out with generators and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I people just need to start to understand what we're dealing with, man, and stop trying to use this race card when it needs to be on the thing. It says yeah, the boosters are going crazy. That's a new career.
It is. You go, you shoplift, and you sell it online.
That's it. Being a booster has been more profitable than ever now. You're not going to go to jail. And if you go to jail, they do cashless bond in California. You get out the next day.
Yep.
Gore, we're having a lot of problems during the pandemic after reopen. All of the PNW stores, about a dozen, were getting broke into, 20 to 50,000 grabbed for each occasion.
Yeah, that's serious.
Gore, our deductible was $10K, so that was cap of the loss we would lose of each one's stores. Let's talk about this. How many these stores are closing down? In Oregon, they're closing Walmart. Chicago, they're closing Walmart. They can't keep up.
Macy's, they closing down Macy's.
Macy's.
Bath Better Beyond, they closing down Bath Better Beyond.
Yep.
It's a lot of closures coming down with these these stores. They are closing fast.
Yep. Facts. Big fact.
So, go ahead.
No, I'm saying big fact, Jordan. I'm agreeing. I said big fact, Jordan.
So we should think twice about when somebody asks for an ID. Hey, you paying for this? You got to know this is the new normal. This is the new normal. And listen, I'm gonna tell a lot of y'all, watch out using your card, watch out using your debit and your credit cards at these fast food restaurants. Thanks to Punch Made Dev, he let us know they're using skimmers. I get somebody at Burger King to copy your card at the Walmart or at the fast food, and then we'll run up a check on you.
Yeah, that's why now I always advise people. I think it's good to use credit cards, like and stuff like that. Fast food, restaurant, and also gas station. Gas station is another one. And one time they almost had me too. That's another one. And also Apple Pay. Be very careful with that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Brown Ellie
Yeah.
said gas. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, now, people are getting, even though we're going to, send away for cash, you're going to record and everything, there's a lot of people who's trying to get smarter on how to, get your money now, either, try to get your information from your credit cards or, with your phones and everything, even though you might have Apple Pay, Samsung Pay on your phone, there's ways of people, they're trying to be, smart with it, try to get the information from your phone and everything. For instance, I saw this on, I don't know if it's on TikTok. This is happening in Atlanta, which there's scammers who's putting fake QR codes on stuff that they put their own QR codes on stuff that you scan your QR code, and then if you scan that, they find a way to get your information and anything, get your money and your information, all that type of stuff. So that's bad out there as well. It's on the rise. That's how I would say.
That's why it's always good to use credit card, because you know why? Credit cards reimburse you quicker than a debit card will.
100%.
Facts.
It's a long process than a credit card. That's why it's always good to use credit card for things like that, for like utilities and your normal purchases, than actual using your debit card or just use cash. My point of view. Go ahead, Hagen.
No, I wanted to read. Natasha Richard said, "Oh, he had to show ID to pay for something. That is a bit odd, but not racist per se." Brown Ellie, huh?
No, I'm agreeing with Natasha. Exactly.
Yeah.
It seems odd.
And it says Apple Pay is way more secure than your card. That is a fact. If I have to show ID, everybody better show ID. 100%. Just hear me out. I was wondering the other day where the Costco kiosks went.
Oh, they took the kiosks down out of Costco?
They're not, listen, people, they're trying to get it wherever they at. They got over $10,000 off my credit. Oh, she had fraud done on them. You see? It's best for you to just walk in the place now, so you can see the person. Because if that card, we could just coming back there and running the blitz.
Correct.
It's a cell phone kiosks, wireless advocates, kaboom, baby. The company is gone.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah.
It's gone.
I went right to their houses to where it was being shipped. Listen, people, I want us to be very serious about how we go about handling issues and pointing fingers at people and starting to dictate what's profiling or not. What he's doing is embarrassing. And it's insulting to people who really have racial profiling and have lawsuits on the line for something that's clearly that. This, my homie, I love you, my brother, and I'm going to keep saying this. You need therapy, baby. You need a powwow with a bunch of men to sit down and talk to you. Let these people do their jobs. And if something is more serious than that, Gore said something earlier. When are we going to have a conversation without having a camera in your face? Do you think this would have been done? Do you think the situation would have been differently?
That's a powerful question. Wow, that's true.
Gore said that earlier. Everywhere we go, we got to put a camera in people's face. Why was it even recorded if it wasn't that serious? Oh, you got this racist energy on you. The girl was quiet. She didn't call you the N-word. We know our beloved racists. They going off. They're going off. They're calling you an N-word. They'll say, I could say it. No, baby. This was a girl who just following her job and you insulting her and saying that you're supposed to be the customer service supervisor. You a multimillionaire. Show some humility, you idiot.
Oh, I don't know. He might be multi-millionaire, but he ain't make a lot of money. Cause I be here sometimes. He be blaming saying, "What we gonna do another movie? We gonna do another Fast and Furious." I need money. I've been hearing that rumors about that.
But Hakeem and Jordan, I'm not upset that the camera was there. I think you do need cameras because people can miscrew any type of information. Cameras present, then you see what's exactly going on between each other interaction, even though it may look good or bad for the either or parties. But I think by the camera being there, it kind of helps us to see
yeah.
Because let's say the camera wasn't there, everybody was gonna believe Tyrese and say, yeah, he needed a suit. He's gonna win the case. But the camera is there, now it's making it seem like he's an idiot. Go ahead.
He says racism does not have to be loud in your face. I can't. That's how I like it, though. That's how I like it, because I'm going to be honest with you. I got bigger things to worry about than somebody not liking me. I got bigger things to worry about. And I get where you're coming from. If somebody's acting stupid, I'm going to just chalk it up like that, and I just keep it moving. I know how to read a room. and feel the energy. They don't want my money today. I'm gonna go up the block. I go up and listen. I go spend money with Papito in them. When Juan Carlos or the Ghanaians up the block, I'll go give me some jollof rice. You don't want to take my money? No problem. That's less money in your pocket.
That's what I do, Hakeem. That's what I do. Hey, if you don't treat me good, okay, I just find somebody else. They'll treat me. Somebody will treat me good. Somebody want my money. Somebody will stay in business. If you don't want it, fine.
And that's power. That's where the power is at. Not feeding into the person what it is. If you go to a place and you particularly got problems, go to another place. I shop at Presidente Supermarket. I was going to a particular Winn-Dixie. I didn't like the way they treat me. I went to Papito.
Facts. Preach.
I went to Papito. I went to Jose and them. Jose said, hey, Papito, come here.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I go in there, they don't ask me for ID. They say, hey, muchachos, ven aquí, you forget your wallet.
Please come again. We would like to see you again. Please come again.
Yeah.
But Hakeem talking. If you from Miami, you know what Hakeem exactly.
Yeah.
What.
Don't make me start saying que hola.
Only people from Miami know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I know more about the gentleman's social media flux past than his acting roles. Not sure if he's doing all this on purpose, though. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact.
Everybody laughing because everybody know what you're talking about.
They know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They know what I'm talking about. We already know if you don't got a problem, I'll go deal with Gonzalez. I'll go get me two. Listen, I go get a cup of Cuban coffee every day. I didn't go 2 days. They say, where you been?
Facts. We miss you.
Mi amigo.
That's true, Hakeem.
It's manipulation.
But it works. I was like, you miss me? Did you miss me? Oh shit! If somebody say they miss me, yeah, I'm coming back all the time. You must be two or three times a week.
Listen, there's a diner in North Miami off West Dixie Highway. Or North Miami off West Dixie Highway. It's ran by some Indians. I'm going here.
Oh, West 60 and what street?
140 something. It's 140 something. It's 140th in something like that.
Okay.
Y'all gotta know what I'm talking about.
Is it in the Bravos Plaza or no?
It's yes. You know what I'm talking about. It's like in the
I know
plaza.
what you're talking about. Because I used to live in the area. I got you.
The Indians, the Indians were so nice. When I walked in there first, I wanted to say these Indians people. There's a bunch of niggas in dreads in there. I'm like, I felt uncomfortable walking in there. It's a bunch of dudes with dreads. I say, where the blick? The lady said, hey, how you doing today? You know what I'm saying? You go where you treat it best. I just so happen to walk in there. I go there regularly now because of the treatment. Jimmy's Diner on 7th Avenue.
Ooh,
on 103rd.
They're what's that fish? That's fresh. What's that fish? Because I remember last time I was in Miami, it was me, Ronnie, and Xavier and his friend went there. We had a good time. I love Jimmy Place. Go ahead, keep my bad.
Yeah, you come on. We and listen, they're the nicest people in there. Everybody go there on Sunday in their nice suits and stuff like that. That's why I said we need to be careful, because we're gonna start creating resentment and start to say, is he really talking about that? Shout outs to Jimmy's. We talking about Miami faves. You know what I'm trying to say? Now I tell you, I know I could tell you some situations. You go to Pinecrest, you gonna get some profiling. You go to Pinecrest down south. Pinecrest down south. If you from Florida, you know what I'm talking about. You go to the Ratlins, the Southwest Ranches. You go to Airport Tail, Miami Shores, pull up down on Northeast 2nd, they'll stop you.
Some places in Hialeah as well.
Some places in Hialeah, we know where they at.
I know exactly.
We just don't go spend no money over there. That's all. We just ain't gonna go over there.
Nobody, I gave you speaking facts, boy. Only people that from here will understand where you coming from.
Yeah,
That's facts.
and I think I want to say this to a lot of people. He says what he says. Ken Dog, I'm not from Florida, but you guys have me yelping diners. Yeah, yeah, we got a lot of diners down here, Gore. And Gore, I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, Sherry Bryant, I'm from Miami Shores. You know what listen, 90% of my tickets came from Miami Shores and El Portal. 90%. I had my niece in the car one time. They jacked me up and pulled me out the car.
How can it's like when you we on Biscayne Boulevard is fine, but when you pull out Biscayne Boulevard, you go to Miami Shores. What is he doing here?
Yeah, what
Let's
is
pull
he
him
doing
over.
over here? But listen,
Let's pull him over. Are you lost?
Definitely. But as soon as you pass 82nd and you go to 79th, down to Little Haiti, everybody act like you back in safe territory. Listen, she'll tell you they don't play over there. Biscayne Village, Griffin Park. I'm naming the places. You want racial profiling? I'll give it to you.
Oh, you go across the Causeway, go to Bell Harbor. They don't play that.
They don't play that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. They know what car it belongs to them and what cars don't.
Facts.
Trust me. You know what I mean? And listen, if you go on that mind of your bit, listen, North Beach, go down 79th, go across that bridge. It's one little strip. Police will stop you. They checking everything moving there. Hispanics and all.
Yep. Tyrese, Home Depot, Karen.
Basically.
Yep.
Well, guys, you already know. Any final thoughts, gentlemen? Any final thoughts?
Tyrese. To me, you took it too far, buddy. You took it far. You got other things to worry about yourself because I don't think he's in a good place. How can you say earlier he needs some therapy because he does have some trauma that he needs to work on. That's my take.
I want to say this to everybody. I want us to think and look at race from a different perspective. Race is just a social construct at times. There's nuances to these things, and we have to approach it in a different way compared to we approach it now because we're not getting nowhere with it, just to be honest with you. Allow people, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not going to force nobody to love me. So, and then we have to do it in a way where these people can only hurt themselves, and that's all I got to say.
And this is why it's so very important to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for the lovely Natasha. Urban Noise, yeah, we moving on up. We had 20 people up in here. Yeah, we really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Kendall. Shout out to Sherry Bryant. Shout out to Thor. Shout out to Jess J. Shout out to the lovely Sugar Bun. Shout out to Motivating Vision. Shout out to Nightish.
Nightish. Kingish. Barry White.
No, Ish wasn't here, but Barry White. Shout out to the lovely Brownie. Who else we had? We had other people. We have to say shout out to Brownie and Sky. Not Brownie and Sky. Sherry Bryant and Sky.
And Sky Bryant.
Who's Sean Bryant? Her son?
Yeah, her son, Sky Bryant.
Okay.
Listen, that sounds like a basketball name, Sky Bryant. Sky Bryant. You know what I mean? Or Sky Bryant, the multi-millionaire. We want to see you.
Muhammad. We got to get shout out.
Shout outs to Seven and Muhammad. Hey, brothers, Muhammad asks about y'all all the time. He loves y'all. Shout out to Seven and Muhammad.
Yeah, shout out to Mean Street. I came to like Mean Street.
Listen, only beef I got with you, Mean Street. You pop out of nowhere. We would like to see you more often, my brother. You know.
And not only that, but it's also very important to make sure you go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the Community tab, there's a KL Culture Radio T-shirt with me and Jordan got on. There's different colors. And also Prince Hakeem Nuba, Black Love, come over here and support the platform because we're on our way to 1K subscribers, and with your guys' help, we will reach that goal. Man, you'll understand, guys. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for being here. It was 20 of y'all here. Man, Hakeem and Jordan, we moving on up to the east side. I just can't wait.
And drink more water. I'm getting a little bougie over here. I'm drinking my water out of glass now.
Okay, Hakeem.
Listen, I'm drinking my. Listen,
got the money. I'm drinking mine out of brown.
Hey, Sherry Bryant got me a little bougie out here. She said, drink your water, Hakeem. Make sure you drink your tea in the morning.
Mine out of a brown paper cup, man. That's not fair.
I'm drinking my. Listen, I'm drinking my water. And listen, after we get off this live, I'm about to go do some Pilates.
Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. Oh, just hit me out. I forgot to give you a shout out. Of course, just hit me out on my accounting friend. He's my
shout out to Nidus as well. I don't know if you can shout out to Nidus as well.
Yeah. Let's not forget our New Mexico queen.
Yeah, Just Jay.
Are you amused? Our New Mexico queen.
Mm-hmm.
She's from Miami. She's Miami.
She's still Dade County. She's still Dade County from bread to bread, born and raised in the county of Dade.
Until she say Bunch Park, she from New Mexico. I need her to put that Bunch Park marker on her. You know what I mean?
You already know, guys. Enjoy your weekend. We over and out.
Peace.
Peace.